We get some answers.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you got lots of questions, Maria. Well, I understand your interview with President Clinton yesterday was not exactly well received by the White House. What more are we hearing on this?
Well, I find it extraordinary that really the most powerful Democrat on the planet, Bill Clinton, arguably one of the most powerful, but certainly I would say one of the top, maybe the top two Democrats as far as power, is even getting bullied by the White House. You know, President Clinton sat down with me yesterday, and President Clinton, as you know, is incredibly savvy. He knows exactly what he's saying and when he's saying it and how he's saying it. And yesterday he said that this economy is weak, that he is fine with them extending the tax cuts, extending everything right now. He said, well, I'm good with them extending everything right now, but not permanently. So he basically said, yeah, we should be extending the tax cuts to avoid a fiscal cliff at all costs, but not permanently. Maria, for the highest earners. And then after the interview, he comes out, his spokesperson comes out with a statement to clarify, because he got so much pressure from not just the White House, but all the Republicans were tweeting, even Bill Clinton agrees with us, blah, blah, blah. And so it's amazing to me that even he gets bullied.
You got it spot on. I mean, it's what you said. You know, the president or former president, he doesn't say anything by mistake.
No.
I mean, he's not only one of the greatest politicians, probably one of the greatest minds, Rhodes Scholar, everything.
Yeah.
And yet, I love it. Don't you love it when somebody comes out with a statement that clarifies what somebody supposedly said? It was live television.
And the other thing is, you know, a week ago, we heard President Clinton tell Wolf Blitzer, you know what's great about being a former president? You can say whatever you want to say.
And he said it. He said it to you. He said it to CNBC first.
That's right. Interesting that comment that Carney from the White House, you know, the press guy said, you know, there's no daylight between what President Obama is saying and what, and what President Clinton is saying. Well, clearly there is a little daylight out there.
Look, I think it's pretty clear that President Clinton and President Obama see the economy differently and see the solutions differently. President Clinton is basically calling it as it is. It's a very weak economy. The jobs numbers show that, and there needs to be some action taken. And maybe, you know, maybe putting shared sacrifice aside for a moment so that we can get jobs going again is the path forward. And that, I think, is what President Clinton was trying to say.
Okay, Maria, great stuff. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Maria. And we are all going to be watching your exclusive interview coming up with that man right there, Robert Greifeld, CEO of NASDAQ. We are obviously going to talk to him a lot about Facebook, what happened, what they're going to do about it. Maybe to your point, Mandy, what about ye old retail investor, right? Mom and pop hosed again.
Well, coming up, remember all those Tide thefts a few months back? Yeah, when Tide was actually street currency? Well, thieves are finding fat profits in a new crime wave. And just wait until you hear what they're cooking up this time.
Hey, man, you want to buy a bounty? How about a Snuggie? All right, up ahead, the mobile mapping wars, Apple v. Google, both charting their own futures. Who will win the battle for the maps on your phone? We'll debate it coming up.
I joined the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society at the request of my friend John Hyland, who after an 18-month battle with the disease asked me to join the board of directors. Their mission is to help cure blood cancer and to help people live better lives while they're dealing with this terrible disease. We've put together